Okay, everybody smile and say Championship Sunday. This is going to rock. We've got 3 meaningful football games remaining, and 2 of them will be played today. And unlike some previous years, I don't think there's any question that the 4 very best teams in the NFL are the 4 that are still alive and have advanced to their respective conference championship games. Both of these games are going to rock. I've tried to get inside this. The picks have been very difficult because these teams in so many ways are so similar and so powerful, and there's so many things that could influence this. But we call this radically rational, and you don't pay me to be mealy-mouthed about this. So I'm taking the Eagles and the Bengals. And here are the reasons. This is not just a hunch. Oh, I just think they have to play Bengal football. Let me get inside this for you, because this really was difficult. First of all, for the NFC game, true confession time, I've really become kind of a quasi-Niner fan because I love the way they play. I love the way they combine cutting-edge strategic sophistication with just absolute brutality. And they won 12 games in a row, and their roster is as good as anybody's in football, with the possible exception of the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's start with this. The Niners have to travel. This is an early game, and they're traveling west to east across 3 time zones. Okay, you think that doesn't matter? Go back and take a look. Philly is a legendarily tough place to play. Those fans, those Eagle fans, are going to be fully stoked up and ready to go if you understand what I'm saying. This is likely to be a low-scoring game, very much like the Niners against the Cowboys last week. We have the 2 best defenses in the NFC. They're both very, very physical. Points are going to come at a premium. And there are going to have to be some big plays here. On the Niners side, Debo's got to come through. McCaffrey's got to come through. Kittle's got to come through. And the kid, Purdy, he's not going to melt down. I don't expect him to play poorly, but the Eagles have the very best pass rush in football. Look at the stats. It's not even close. So Purdy, while he will keep his wits because that's who he is, he's still going to face more physical pressure than he has in any of his previous 8 NFL starts. I don't expect him to make multiple mistakes, but he is going to be human today, and that may be an Eagles advantage as well. All right, the Eagles, A.J. Brown has a chance to have a big day. But I think what will ultimately be the difference here, if you look at this over the last several years, the 49ers haven't played a lot of mobile quarterbacks. They haven't played against them, but when they have, they've had a problem. And Jalen Hurts looks fully healed from that shoulder injury to me. I think what will happen, this game will get deep into the 4th quarter, but ultimately it will be Hurts that makes a couple of improvisational off-script plays to boost the Eagles to the Super Bowl. And I'm thinking it's going to be 23-20. All right, now in the other one, going back and forth on this one too, the AFC game. First of all respect and almost awe to the Chiefs. They're playing their 5th straight AFC Championship game. That's just unbelievable. And I'm a huge Mahomes fan. I don't put anything past him, but that is a high ankle sprain, and it is going to restrict his mobility to some degree. He's not going to be able to get out of the pocket the way he normally can. That does a lot of things. He's going to have to operate out of the shotgun all day long. That will take away their speed option series as well, which they've run very well. And if you were paying attention last night, late word is that Travis Kelce got some severe back spasms at practice on Friday. He'll go because he's Travis Kelce. But the Bengals and their sophisticated defensive scheme, they're just not going to let Travis Kelce beat them. Kansas City has had some problems tackling in the secondary all year long. So remember this acronym. The key to this game is going to be YAC, yards after catch. Jamar Chase, big, strong, fast. T. Higgins, big, strong, fast. They're going to get a lot of YAC yardage, and that's going to be a big deal. Now, the Chiefs, led by their amazing defensive tackle, Chris Jones, he of the 15.5 sacks, they're going to get pressure on Burrow, especially against that banged-up Bengal offensive line. But here's the deal. Take a look. For whatever reason, it just doesn't matter. Go back and look at Burrow's performance the last 2 years. He plays in games where he's sacked 4 times, 5 times, 6. It doesn't matter. Look at his record. It's absolutely unbelievable. And because they'll get that yak yardage with the receivers, running game's going to open up a little bit. Mixon's going to get about 75 yards. P. Ryan's going to get about another 45. And as hard as this is to believe, it's almost difficult for me to process that somebody could beat the Chiefs 4 consecutive times. When I look at this, that's exactly what I think is going to happen. As Joe Burrow leads his Bengals to the Super Bowl for the 2nd consecutive year. And let me say this about Burrow. Do you get the feeling like he's got dead bodies hidden in his rec room? This guy is just an absolute cold-blooded assassin. Again, I think the Bengals defense may end up being the best and most impressive unit on the field today. Final score, Bengals 30, Chiefs 23. I'll tell you this, from a fan standpoint, however this plays out today, I'm good. Because you look at any possible combination we could have in the Super Bowl, and there are storylines galore. For example, what if this ended up being Chiefs-Eagles? Andy's current team against Andy's former team? That would not suck at all. So I'm going to be a happy boy no matter what, but my official picks are it'll be the Eagles against the Bengals in Super Bowl 57, 2 weeks from today in Glendale. Let's have some fun. We're radically rational.